Here we go, it's Joel Trebolino here, and welcome back to yet another video. In today's video, we are in XPlane 11, and we're going to be doing a full flight video, but not any full flight. Today, we're sitting on the ground at Luxembourg, and we're going to be doing a short 45-minute flight down to Innsbruck to attempt the challenging circle to land 08 approach. I have done this approach a couple times, so I do roughly know what I'm doing, but please do remember, I'm no professional or real-world pilot, so the way that I do this approach may not be 100% true to life. Like I said, it's a 46-minute flight, and we're going to be cruising at flight level 330 for today's flight. This flight is operated by a Dash 8 Q400 in real life, and sadly there's no decent Q400 for XPlane yet, so I thought this would be a perfect opportunity to take out the 737-700 Ultimate mod, which has recently been updated. Without further ado, let's get straight into the cockpit and let's start this plane for this flight down to Innsbruck. So now here in the cockpit of the 737-700, nothing is on apart from the ground power is connected, so we're going to go up to the overhead panel now. I'm going to get our battery on, and we'll just turn the sounds up a little bit here. We're also going to get our fuel pumps on, we're going to get our hydraulic pumps on, and we can head up right to the top. We can get our IRS aligned, and they're going to be done in 8 minutes time, so that gives us just enough time to set up the plane. We'll get the window heats on, probes on, and we'll get the APU bleed on. Emergency exit lights can be armed, seatbelt signs auto, chimes auto. We're going to be cruising today at flight level 330, so we'll put that into our flight altitude here. So 330, as so. Get our yaw damper on, and that's looking perfect up here. We're not on VATSIM today, so we're going to be going straight up to flight level 330 after departure. So now we can jump to the FMC and we can start putting in our flight plan. So we'll go to position initialization. We're sitting on the ground at Luxembourg, ELLX. We can grab our GPS left position and align our IRS. We are going to be going to Innsbruck today, which is LOWI, LOWI. Flight number is going to be Luxair LGL 7659er. And runway for departure is going to be runway 24. There's our departure page. Departure out of runway 24 today. We're doing the Golf Tango Quebec 1 X-ray departure. So we'll go and activate that. After that, we're jumping on an airway. We're jumping on Uniform Zulu 343. And that's going to take us to Beggar, B-E-G-A-R, like that. And after Beggar, we're going to be jumping on an airway of November 4901. And then that's going to take us to Deges, G-E-G-E-S. There we go. After that, we're jumping on November 871. And that's going to take us down to Madeb, M-A-D-E-B, not C. Then head over to our arrival. We're literally just going to put in runway 8 and we'll select the Madeb 1 Bravo arrival. We'll execute that. We'll check in for discontinuities. We have one there. From Elman, we're not going to put anything there actually. I know that some people put like the airport before that, but I don't like to do that. All we're going to do is track the localizer. So we can head over to our tablet now and we can start putting in our fuel information. So we'll click home. We'll go over to fuel weight and balance. Payload is going to be 13.7, so that's like that. And our fuel on board today is going to be 6.3 kilograms. You can see that's nicely loaded there. Then we'll head back to the FMC. Init ref, index, performance, ground weight can go in reserves of 1.1 today, and a cost index of 8. We're going to be cruising at flight level 330. Our cruise winds are going to be 280/028, and our ISA deviation is going to be, we'll put in 6. Transition altitude out of Luxembourg is 4,500 feet, so I'll put that in our transition altitude there. N1 limit, we can put our outside air temperature. We're not going to be doing a D-rated departure today. Flaps 5. Giving us a V1 of 127, a VR of 128, and a V2 of 140. So we can put our V2 into the speed dial here, so 140. We can get our auto throttle and our flight director left, flight director right. They can all come on. We can arm VNAV and LNAV will do after departure. So on the IRS now, we've got just 3 minutes, so we're going to start the APUs so we're fully ready to go as soon as the IRS is aligned. And from the stand that we are at now, we're just going to taxi out rather than getting a tug. So we can go to ground handling and we can get rid of all of our ground handling. And we really do need to just go here, doors, and we need to close all our doors. There is not a Luxair sound pack for the Zebra announcement, so we're not going to do a we're not going to initialize a flight, but we will put our anti-collision lights on, and we will put our strobe position, strobe and steady, so that we are just ready to go when the time comes. So I'll see you all in 3 minutes when the IRS has aligned. And now the IRS is aligned, so we're going to head back to the overhead panel, we can get our APU generators on, and we can put our auto brake RTO and our QNH here at Luxembourg. Our QNH here at Luxembourg is a 1009er, so we'll put that here. So HPA 1009er, and we can do the same other side, HPA 1009er. But our auto brake is already set to RTO, and we'll do flaps 5 nice and early so that I don't forget. And ignition left, we can go straight over to ground, and then that's going to start our engine. Engine number 1, the left side, you should hear that start to fire up nicely. And we're going to watch our engine display here, and we're going to watch it rise, and watch our EGT, and watch our N1 rise, and then we can introduce fuel. And there we go. We can introduce fuel now at 1.7. There it goes. Love the sound of 737 starting up. Very, very nice. Very loud rumble. And there you go. Engine 1 is started, so we'll go up here, we've got ignition right. That's going to switch to auto in a minute. We can do exactly the same process, we can put that to ground. And we'll leave these on auto because it's, I believe, from what I've heard, on the NG you don't need to put them to continuous. But if anyone knows differently, do let me know. But yeah, that's what I've heard. And then we can get, as soon as this goes back to auto, which it should do very shortly. There we go, we can get our engine generators on. We can turn off our APU, turn off our APU bleed, get our left side, left and right packs on, and turn on our taxi light. We can release our parking brake, and we can start taxi to runway 24. This scenery here at Luxembourg, I can't actually remember which one it is. I believe I installed it quite a while ago off XPFR. I believe that's where I got it from, XPFR. It's like a French scenery company. It's definitely quite outdated, definitely not the best, but it is what we're using today. I don't really fly to Luxembourg that much. But we do have the beautiful Orbex Innsbruck scenery waiting for our arrival. So that's going to be absolutely lovely. It says Luxair cargo and cargo. It's got some beautiful cargo Lux 747s. I love seeing those things. Maybe in the future I'll do a full flight video or stream in the cargo Lux 747 with the M-Spark, because that's had some recent updates that have made it absolutely amazing. For a freeware mod, it's very, very impressive. So maybe in the future we'll be doing some videos or stream to that beautiful aircraft. Approaching runway 24 now. We might as well get everything going. Get our landing lights, runway turn off lights on. Say bye bye to the taxi lights. And we'll get ready for our departure out of runway 24. Go down a little bit here. We'll turn right here, join the runway. Here we are, get perfectly lined up on the centre line here. There we go, that'll do. Alrighty, we'll go 40% on throttle. We'll get our chrono going and toga. knots. One, rotate.
Positive brake.
Gear up. Feet, a bit of trim. That is set. Beautiful departure. Slight left turn here. The flaps 2. We'll lock our gear. Line ourselves up that waypoint a bit better there. And we can get our autopilot on. Make our way down to Innsbruck. So like I said, we're going to be going straight up to 33,000 feet. We can get our LNAV on now. Sorry about that, I didn't realise that wasn't on. And we can go flaps 1. We'll get our auto brake off. Climbing real fast in this beautiful plane. Really, really nice and fast. And we'll take a look at our progress page down here. So we can see 74 nautical miles to our top of climb. It's going to be a 278 nautical mile flight. Current time is 13:31 Zulu, and we're going to be arriving at 2:18 Zulu at the moment, so that should be absolutely fine. Missed transition altitude a little bit there, so we'll go standard barometric pressure, and we'll go flaps 1. We'll get our landing lights off now because that as well. Runway turn-offs can come off, and we'll start our climb to cruise of 330 for this flight to Innsbruck. So then if you take a look at the map, we can see we are now about to cross the border into Germany. And we're going to be making a right turn. And then from there, it's a slight left turn. And then pretty much straight down into Innsbruck, which is here. We should be seeing the ortho very shortly, because I do have ortho for our arrival. And then obviously we have the beautiful Orbex, which comes with its own photo reel, so that's going to be absolutely amazing. Just seems to be some ortho. That's so ironic. Gets all cloudy and misty just as I say that there's some ortho down there. But we are approaching the ortho shortly. As we are here approaching 22,000 feet, I'm going to leave you all with some music and a shot of the plane cruising, and I'll catch you all at top of descent. And we're now just 29 miles away from descent, and it's quite bumpy. We're going to start getting some very nice ortho very soon. And this arrival creeps up on you really, really fast, so we'll be joining the circle to land before you know it. So do stick around, it's going to be an absolutely amazing trip, that arrival. So, we're going to start preparing for our arrival now. Speed brakes are armed very early, and we're going to do auto brake 2, which only need that on quite a small plane. I imagine our VUF is going to be very slow, but let's check that. So in it ref, yeah, so VUS 137, that's not quite as slow as I thought, but auto brake 2 should still get it. Should still put it down nicely with that. And we should be on the brakes very, very well if we do auto brake 2. So, like I said, descent's in 23 miles. We're going to be sending out to 3,700. That is the standard altitude for the circle to land. We are doing the circle to land variation where you come in 08 way. And then we're going to fly over the airport and we're going to make a right turn. And we're going to go over all the mountains and take a turn last minute to line up with the runway whilst descending. So it's quite complex, but very, very fun arrival. And one of my favourite to do in the sim. Don't really do this arrival that much in real life. They do it in like ATRs and Q400s. But it's quite rare you see airliners doing it. But it does happen, I believe. It does happen. But of course, when you're in a sim, how can you just not... How can you miss the opportunity to do this fabulous, fabulous approach? So we're definitely not going to miss it. And we are definitely going to get on with our approach today. Now we should be getting our beautiful ortho soon. I thought we'd have it by now, to be honest. I do need to redo my Germany ortho and some of my Austria ortho, but we're just fine. So our next waypoint's dead, and I'm going to start vectoring ourselves when we get to Madeb because, yeah, the rest of it's not really that necessary. We can see the plane slowing down. I'm actually going to take my speed now. I'm actually going to increase that to about 275. That should be a good speed to carry out this descent. I don't want to go too slow, nor do I want to go too fast because that would be quite risky. So 13 miles to our descent, everything's looking snazzy. We've been cruising perfectly apart from it getting a little bit bumpy. And I believe down there in that awful or non-ortho zone, which I'm a bit annoyed about, I believe, if I'm not mistaken, that is Zurich Airport. And yes, I'm not mistaken, that is Zurich Airport. So that's Zurich Airport down there, everybody. Our next point of Zulu Uniform Echo. Top of descent is right after that, so we're going to be starting our descent right now. So in 10 minutes, guys, we should be on the ground. Just 10 minutes from now. Ideally, you'll be not on the ground, but on the approach. About 10 minutes, 15 minutes, you should be on the ground. As promised, here is our beautiful scenery. We are now just 63 miles out from the airport, but that does not include the circle to land, so distance could be very different to that. But just look at these visuals now. They look absolutely incredible in my opinion. And they just get better. They only get better, I promise you. Now we are getting very close to these mountains. I don't know if I've fully gone the right way. I'm pretty sure there's a valley that we normally go through, but I think I've missed that. But we should just be able to track it down here if we clear these mountains ahead. In fact, what I could do, I could vector ourselves. So we are going to make a right turn here. Let's do that. Let's make a slight right turn. So I'll put that to 30. I'm going to make a slight right turn. Now I'm hoping that this is going to put us in a better place to pass through these mountains. Now, this probably isn't what they do in real life. This is what I feel most comfortable doing right now. So this is what we're going to do. Not quite how I intended the scenery to look, but this looks stunning, and it only looks better once we get nearer to the airport. You can see over there, but this bit just hasn't loaded in. It hasn't done it properly, but that's alright. What can we do? We need to make a right turn now anyway. Sorry, a left turn now anyway. Whoops. We're going to make a left turn now. We're going to head down this valley here, and now this is what leads us into Innsbruck. Ooh, that's a bit violent. This is what leads us into Innsbruck. So left turn, and it's going to be down here. So it does get very tight. What I'm actually going to do, so that we don't get yelled at this whole approach, we're going to turn terrain off. I think that's how you do it. Hope that's how you do it. And then we're going to make another left turn, and we're going to track this here, hopefully. I want as tight as possible, please, airplane. That should be just fine there. No, a bit more left, bit more left. Spicy arrival. Now then, let's leave it about here. 09. We can do 086. That should be perfect. There we go. That's going to help us pass nicely through this valley, over this little mountain here. Or you can just drift through a different heading. That's also an option. And I mean, it's not. I don't want that to be an option, but oh well. We'll be fine. We're at a good altitude. And I do want to descend a little bit. So we're going to go vertical speed, and we're going to descend now about 9. We should probably do 1,000 feet per minute. It should be just fine. So that should be just fine. Awesome. So now we're here. We're going to put in the localizer for 2.6. That's pretty much how you calculate it. You put in the localizer. Sorry, is it from when we? Yes, you put in the localizer for 0.8. So I don't know what I'm going on about. It's an offset localizer. So we're going to put that in 111.1. So that can go in our localizer, which is here. So it can go 111.1. On both sides, 111.1. Awesome. Now we need to go left down. Yep, left down here a little bit. Left turn down there. This is looking absolutely beautiful. That cloud is quite annoying. We should descend through that just nicely and get the terrain radar on. Or not. I don't quite know how to do that. I don't think I'm doing anything wrong. Go through this cloud here. I'm going to get the map back up. I'm only using this map to kind of use a visual point of where we are, because it's quite hard to tell, especially when you have clouds like this. Being very helpful. In fact, I can just about see now, so we don't need that anymore. And then literally just want to track this valley all the way. This one here, so I'm going to make a right turn in a minute. Well, what a stunning, stunning approach though. Oh, yes. Now, we'll slow down a little bit here. 250. Love this arrival. Love this scenery. Absolutely incredible. There'll be a link to both sceneries if I can find the Luxembourg one. I wouldn't recommend it. It's a bit outdated, but I'll put the link anyway. If I can find it. And then I'll put the Innsbruck scenery there as well. Oh, boy. This cloud. I'm on. Oh, boy. Okay, yep, that's fine. We're in a good place. We're just fine. I want to make a right turn down here. Right turn. Oh my. Okay, we're good. It's really teasing me today. You're really teasing me today, aren't you, XPlane? Real teasing me. Anyway, our arrival's going to creep up on us really fast here. It's going to be just around this corner. So now is the time to grab a drink, sit back, and watch me try my best at this arrival. Now is the time for that. Let's put the course in 255. Make a slight left turn. There we go, look at that, that's working. Right, cool. 255 on the course too. Whoa, I didn't mean to do it quite that much. Whoa there, thank you. Go about 264, should be alright. And then 255 on the course. And same on the other side, 255. Let's do this, 255. Oops. Messed that up a bit there. Ooh. Right, we'll get our landing lights on now too. Landing lights on. And then keep following this valley. We're going to go right to the left now to line ourselves up with the right place for this arrival. Look at that. Look how close we're to that mountain. Wow, wow, wow. These clouds are really annoying though. Real annoying. We can see the runway 8 perfectly now. We're going to pass over it shortly. Increase our descent a little bit. And we're going to go flaps 1. Go 245 on the speed. I'll go 240. Whoa, whoa, whoa. Definitely need to make a left turn here. Oh boy. Oh boy. Sorry, right turn. Don't know why I said left. Should be just fine now. These clouds are really annoying. No, we're not going to be alright. There's going to be a mountain right here. There's going to be a mountain right here. No. Yeah, I know. I'm bailing out the way of this mountain right now. I think we're so close to it. I just can't see. Oh, I've scuffed that turn up. There was a wasp in my room. Oh my god! Oh my god! That was so close. Oh my god. Oh my god, that's embarrassing. Oh, now we're approaching the airport. We really need to slow down too. Really need to slow down. Put some speed brakes out. Jesus. Oh no. I've done this so many times off camera and that has not happened. But those clouds, and there's a wasp in my room right as that needed to happen. All didn't work out, but we've reached the right altitude. I can see the airport. Okay. The airport is, we can't really see it. It's literally there. So. Oh, that was a bit sketchy. We almost died, but we're alive. We're alive. We're alive. It was just a scenic route, guys. Just a scenic route. Just a scenic route. Right, then we've missed the correct transition altitude completely. 1011. 1011. 1011. There we go. We can go back to arms. We're going to go flaps 10. Back to arms. Oh, back, hello. Back to arm. Thank you. Awesome. Right, it's gone a little bit wrong. But we need to maintain it here. It means kind of fly to the left of the airport. Then make a right turn, kind of lining up with the ski jump. And then we just track this, like, ledge here. Then that brings us back onto the runway. That's pretty much how the arrival works. Probably shouldn't have got sat close to these mountains here, but keep going here, make a slight left turn. Now, what's the heading we need to go on here? Oh, I can't remember. Let's just do it visually, shall we? I'm going to take control here in a moment. In fact, my airplane, my throttles, and our landing speed is going to be 137, so we'll put that in there. I'm going to go straight down to landing speed. I'm going to get fully configured here. So gear can go down, and we can do flaps 30. And trim up a little bit so that we can hold it about here. There we go. Don't know why we trimmed silent in this plane, but oh well. Watch the speed and watch the altitude. We are descending a little bit more than I anticipated. And we'll make that right turn to start following that there. And we're going to get on this ledge here. Remember, like I said at the start of the video, I'm not a professional, as demonstrated earlier. I'm going to keep this right turn here, and then we're going to try to follow these power lines that we'll see just a moment. Probably increase that turn a little bit. There's the power lines I was talking about. That'll do us nicely. We're a little bit high here. And then we'll just follow these power lines here. There we go. Perfect. That'll do. Right, auto brake 2, flaps 30, gear is down 3 green. Speed brakes are armed. We are good to go. Ooh, watch our speed. And then we're going to transition over to the power lines on the side here. This is how I like to do it. Now, so if you look on the PFD just above where it says flight directors, you can see runway 8 and then a number. When that gets to 3.5, we want to start making our right turn. So it will be going down, and then it will start going up as we pass the runway here. Okay, we'll make a slight left turn here. See it's starting to climb. That number there. When that number gets to 3.5, you can start making that right turn or earlier. Kind of depends on when you feel comfortable. That's how I like to see the vibe. And I'm going to hold it here. I might actually do a little bit of a left adjustment here so we can make that turn a little bit wider for ourselves. Okay, so very shortly, we should be making our right turn. Quite a tight right turn. So very shortly. And there we go. See, switch to that. So 3.5, 3.1, 3.2. Start making the right turn now. For 3.5, I want to hit that full turn. There we go. 3.5 is now. Keep that right turn. Now you want to start ascending. Going to idle. Then there's just down this little valley here. And this is where we will see the runway. So hold a turn, hold it. Just make adjustments. Only adjustments I'm going to make is descent. I'm just going to hold the turn, hold the bank, and now I'm going to idle the thrust. I'm going to start making a very sharp descent. Don't want to go into a bank angle. Just hold it there, hold it there, hold it there. Keep that right turn going. Doesn't matter if we overshoot this turn just a little bit. That's perfectly okay. We should see the runway just shortly. Runway should be up here. Runway should be up here. There's our runway. That's pretty perfect. 2 white, 2 red. And we'll keep that turn going. And we will start descending a little bit more. Alrighty. So, after that very messy approach into the airport, that turn will do. So, we'll keep that. We're going a little bit fast here. We'll idle that. And now all we got to do is do a normal arrival and try put it on the runway smooth enough. So we're going to slow down a little bit here. Four hundred. Awesome, we are stable.
200. 100.
Disregard Pappy, we're going to aim for the markers here. Probably not going to hit them.
40.
30, idle, steady flare, hold it there, hold it there, hold it there. Touchdown, beautiful, reverses. Knots. Reverse is stowed. Over to manual braking. Should be able to make the runway. Should be able to make the exit on the right here. Oh, yes. So after all of that, we put it in with a 153, I believe that was. Beautiful, beautiful landing. We'll clean up our flaps. Spoilers. Sorry, speed brakes are already disarmed. Ladies and gentlemen, a very warm welcome to Innsbruck. 53 minutes. We're a little late there, but we'll take that off that sketchy approach where we almost died.
Ladies and gentlemen, we kindly ask you to remain seated with your seatbelt.
We welcome you to Innsbruck. We'll find the next available stand. Oh, that was beautiful. That landing was definitely redeemed the dodgy approach. Landing lights can come on, taxi lights can come on, and we'll start our APU. Packs can come off, APU bleed on. Oh yes. Innsbruck, Flughafen, a bit much. Flughafen, Innsbruck. In fact, we'll take the stand here. This should be a nice stand. Take the stand here. And we can put back up my com. APU's not quite started yet. Give that a second. APU generators can come on. And we can get engine 1 off and engine 2 off. So then, after a near-death experience, welcome to Innsbruck. Beautiful flight. So I hope you enjoyed this video of flying down from Luxembourg down to Innsbruck in the 737-700. Definitely an interesting arrival, but definitely not a bad landing in the end. Circle to land went pretty well. I say we nailed that turn nicely. Remember, before you go and comment anything nastily, I'm not a professional. I don't claim to be a professional. I just do this as a hobby. And that landing is, that approach was just how I wanted to do it. So, hope you enjoyed the video nevertheless. And I'll see you all very, very soon, guys. Thanks for all the support. Check out the blog. And I'll see you all soon.